Welcome back to the Elite Amateur Fight League Season 2 National Championship from San Diego between the visiting New Mexico Predators and the California Commandos. Jim Grieshaber and Frankie Saenz coming to you live.
Jim, the Predators have jumped out to a 6-point lead, and I'm really interested to see how California will respond.
Well, you won't have to wait too long, Frankie. It's time for fight number 2. Let's take a look at the Elite Amateur Fight League Tale of the Tape. Don't just be a fan, become an owner. Invest today on WeFunder.com.
My name is AMIR KAZEMI. I train with Team Alpha Male from Sacramento. I've been training for 5-6 years. The training camp went good, just putting a lot of hard work and ready to see the results. I love training at Team Alpha Male because it's one of the best gyms in the world, and for a smaller weight class, it's probably the best one in the world. So I feel really good about fighting, on a big platform. It's a good way to showcase my skills. You can expect victory from me. New Mexico, Team Alpha Male is here to win. We are going to be champions.
Into the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. Give it up for Daniel Argueta.
My name's Danny Argueta. I've been training at Jackson Wink for 2 years now. After high school wrestling, I went off to wrestle in Division II. I had a good career and graduated from college. I was ready to transition into fighting. My coaches took me to Albuquerque, Izzy Martinez, so Izzy Style Wrestling, and Cub Swanson. My experience at Jackson Wink has been great. Open arms, New Mexico's the spot, it's Fight City. My training camp went well. I got to hop on some great camps with Cub Swanson and Ray Borg, and I'm gonna bring a little bit of that Cub Swanson mentality into this fight tonight. I wish Alpha Male good luck. I know both of us have tough training camps, and I think we're gonna see some fur fly tonight. AMIR had a long training camp, lots of hard work. You're gonna get it.
Another Elite Amateur Fight League bout. 3 2-minute rounds, and let's see our warriors. Your first fighter, fighting out of that corner. This young man has a record of 5 wins and 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighs already 140 pounds. Fighting out of Team Alpha Male. Give it up for AMIR KAZEMI. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. This young man is making his MMA debut. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs already 140 pounds. Fighting out of Jackson Wink. Give it up for Daniel Argueta. Your referee, Sean Romero.
Getting ready for fight number 2 here tonight from Southern California, Northern California, the Commandos against New Mexico and Jackson Wink. Jackson Wink with the early lead. Jim Grieshaber, Frankie Saenz coming to you from, one of the most beautiful places on earth. Frankie, how lucky are we? And we're watching the best amateur MMA in the country here tonight.
2 skilled fighters here tonight, Jim. Dan comes from, a wrestling background, helps out with the pro fighters over there. But you went to the University of Wisconsin.
Look at that high-level wrestling. We talked about it, and there it is, slamming Khazami early on is Dan Argueta. AMIR KAZEMI did not expect that. Khazemi's a great striker and a jiu-jitsu artist. He's been at Alpha Male for 5-6 years, and right now he's getting pounded by Argueta from Chicago, who works with the pros at Jackson Wink on their wrestling. Clearly, he's been training a lot in the striking department.
Argueta just coming forward. He doesn't look like he has a whole lot of technique. He just has wrestling to fall back on. But if he can push the pace early in this round, he's hoping to tire AMIR out.
Yeah, and AMIR's got those big hands, those long arms and legs. Bones are heavy and dense according to his coaches. And I'll tell you what, to withstand that slam and the shots that he took afterward, he's got a chin and he's got a lot of fight in him, which he needs in this one against Argueta. What a performance to start by Argueta, who's now got him pinned up against the cage, but a nice job by KAZEMI fighting him off until Argueta now puts him on his back.
Nice transition about not letting him off the hook. You put him up against the cage, you got to start looking for takedowns. I'm not sure why he was pulling away earlier. But this is good control on top. in the full mount. I mean, you did all this work to get him there. You don't want to let him right back up.
Oh, and he did let him right back up. That's a good point by you, as Khazemi back on his feet, not quite sure why Argueta would not continue to apply the pressure on the ground. Maybe the jiu-jitsu of Khazemi gave him a little bit of pause, as Khazemi misses with the head kick, barely.
Khazemi just looks a little more relaxed right now. Dan's just kind of a little spastic, doing a lot of level change. He looks like he's just in a hurry to fight tonight.
Nice knee by Khazemi. Those will add up and take the wind out of you. That front kick connects to the solar plexus of his opponent, Dan Argueta.
Nice kicks by Amir. Just kind of feeling it out, trying to find that range.
As we come to the end of round number 1, what a performance early by Argueta with that big slam of Khazemi, and then the follow-up shots. Clearly, round 1 goes to Argueta, I would say.
Yeah, I got to agree with you, Jim. Just with the 2 takedowns, it didn't really look like Amir could really establish anything in that first round. You know, let's see if he kind of gets his feet grounded and, you know, can take round 2.
Jackson Wink coaches have to be happy with what Argueta did in that opening round. Meanwhile, for AMIR KAZEMI and Team Alpha Male, showing a lot of guts and a lot of heart to take that punishment and come back and really kept his composure through some nice kicks and nice shots of his own toward the end of the round.
Yeah, you know, it's just kind of a pace thing. Let's see who comes out, you know, in between rounds and just is more relaxed. You know, you got to come out in these rounds. I mean, these are just like repetitions. You know, like the more fights you have, the more comfortable you get. So these guys are just early in their career. They're coming out. A lot of the wrestlers just feel like you got to do a lot, you know, because in wrestling they're stalling. So you got to feel like you're pushing the pace. You're always doing something.
Look how anxious these guys are to get going with round number 2. Khazemi pacing and Argueta kind of dancing in place as they touch it up for round number 2. AMIR KAZEMI in the green trunks, Dan Argueta in the black of Jackson Wink and New Mexico.
Amir really looks like he's trying to set up that kick. You know, right to the body, right to the head.
Very accurate striker is Khazemi. That's one thing that really impresses you about him as you look at him. It's the second time we've seen him. Had a big finish victory in their semifinal matchup over Southern California. Now we see him on the ground with the wrestler. So here's that classic ground battle, Frankie, wrestling against jiu-jitsu.
One of Amir's strengths is jiu-jitsu. You know, being on the ground, I mean, he's not afraid to be on his back. With a bunch of high-level wrestlers over there at Alpha Male, I'm sure he gets a good dose of this on a daily basis.
You have to be able to wrestle if you're going to fight out of Alpha Male, that's for sure.
But Dan's doing the right thing. He's putting that pressure on him. He's just trying to smother him. Let's see if we can get that front headlock and just establish control.
Man, he's strong and tough. Khazemi shoves him off, though. Both these fighters highly skilled, very good at everything they do in this cage. What a treat this is tonight. Easy to see why the EAFL is the best amateur MMA in the country. As you look at that reversal from Khazemi, that was some high-level stuff right there.
You know, now he's starting to attack those chokes off the shots. He looks deep, sinking in for the guillotine, throw that over. Now he has nowhere to go.
He might have him here locked in with that guillotine, even against the strength of Argueta. Did he tap? That's it. He tapped. It's over.
You know, with those shots, I mean, you just got to watch out. I mean, these wrestlers kind of keep coming in, taking those shots over and over and over again. Amir saw it and took advantage of that guillotine.
AMIR KAZEMI ties it up with the chokeout. Let's take a look at the fight replay, powered by Neuroforce One, the evolution of human performance. Man, what an unbelievable fight. Argueta came out with the slam and the 2 takedowns in round number 1, but really the transition by Khazemi, Frankie, when they were on the ground, Argueta pushed him down and had top position briefly. Khazemi with the reversal to set up that choke. Unbelievable. You can see that jiu-jitsu on display.
Amir just being calm, you know, just, you know, not getting discouraged by getting taken down. I think he was taken down probably 3 times prior to that, and really just settling in and finding that choke.
This is what's great for these guys. They get to compete on the national stage, national TV. The losses don't count toward their record down the line. It won't affect their path toward the UFC. And I would suspect we'll see Khazemi and Argueta in other organizations and promotions at a very high level once they turn pro.
The bout comes to a close at 1 minute and 31 seconds of the second round. Your winner by tap out on a guillotine choke. Give it up for Team Alpha Male's AMIR KAZEMI.
With fight number 2 in the books, let's take a look at the floorboard. A very happy AMIR KAZEMI putting the California Commandos on the board with the finish. It's now tied 6-6 going into fight number 3. You're watching the EAFL National Championship,
Powered by Neuroforce One, the evolution of human performance.